Mega exclusive on Reliance Industries. We'll have to see how that story unfolds. But meantime, let's take it to the banking space, where yesterday the RBI Governor Urjit Patel minced no words when he blamed dual regulation for cracks in the banking sector, which limited the central bank's powers and led to frauds such as the big one in PNB. A day later, PSU bankers have expressed relief to ET Now on the kind of comments that have been made by the governor. Neha Botra spoke to some of these top bankers. She now joins in to take this forward. Neha, give us a pulse check of the current mood. What exactly are the big players within the PSU banking space saying, and what did they expect on the regulatory front after those very candid comments by the RBI governor?
Indeed, it was a much needed relief as far as public sector banks are concerned, because remember, it was the first time the RBI governor broke his silence on the scam that is now close to about 13,900 odd crore rupees. As far as the bankers are concerned, there is a sense of relief that the governor is addressing these issues, has started a discussion on dual ownership of banks. Do remember, he made scathing remarks as far as the dual ownership of the Finance Ministry and the Reserve Bank of India for public sector banks is concerned. He also highlighted the fact that no banking regulator alone can really catch or prevent all these frauds, and even highlighted the importance and the control the Finance Ministry, or rather the Government of India, has on public sector banks. And he was responding to criticism of the government that the RBI was found napping in this instance. In fact, as far as public sector banks go, they feel that while it may not be prudent to reduce or dilute the government holding straight away below 51%, they do feel it could be a good idea to move towards a structure where there's a bank investment company where the government transfers its shares and controls the board of the banks. Now, this indeed is a recommendation of the PJ Naik committee that was recommended about 4 or 5 years back and is still not been implemented. Also, they feel that the Banks Board Bureau could independently take decisions as far as recruitments at key positions are concerned, and feel that the RBI or the government need not actually have a say in this matter. As far as the overall governance standards are concerned, they feel that it would really help them if they had more autonomy at the board level. These are all areas that were even highlighted in the PJ panel's recommendations to RBI that had set up the panel about 4 years back in 2014. However, public sector banks feel that any overnight move could be detrimental to the current state of public sector banks, and feel that a gradual move or a transition by gradually implementing some of these ideas that the governor spelled out yesterday in his hard-hitting message to the government could perhaps be welcome.
Thanks very much for giving us all of those details. Clearly, the PSU banks also coming out in response to what the RBI governor had to say.